The starship hovered above Earth like a giant silver disk. The alien Princess Zara stood tall on the bridge, her blue skin glowing softly in the dim light. Her long white hair flowed down her back as she stared at the blue planet on the view screen. Zara belonged to the Lyrian race, powerful beings who ruled over 12 star systems. Their homeworld Lyria was dying, its resources nearly gone after thousands of years of use. The royal family needed to find new worlds and new blood to strengthen their people. The royal scientist Vex approached the princess with a bow. "My princess, our scans show that humans have compatible genetics with our species. They are physically weaker than us, but they have something we lack." "What is that?" Zara asked, her purple eyes still fixed on the planet below. "They have spirit," Vex said. "They fight when others would give up. They create when others would destroy. They love when others would hate. These traits could save our people." Zara nodded slowly. "We need these humans for our daughters. The twins will need strong mates to rule after I am gone. Our bloodline must continue." The twins, Lyra and Luna, were the hope of the Lyrian people, both beautiful and smart. They had the royal blue skin and white hair of their mother, but they lacked mates worthy of their status. No. Lyrian males remained who were not already related to the royal family. "Send scouts to find suitable human females," Zara commanded. "They must be strong of body and mind. They must be worthy to join the royal family." Vex bowed again. "Yes, my princess, we have already begun watching some humans. Our reports suggest there are 2 who might be perfect for the princesses." "Show me," Zara said. The view screen changed, showing a woman with red hair working in a laboratory. "This is Amy Taylor," Vex explained. "She works on solving energy problems for her people. She has made great discoveries that could help us as well. She is 28, Earth years old, and has no mate." The screen changed, again showing another woman with brown skin and black hair climbing a mountain. "This is Olivia Martinez. She explores the dangerous parts of her world. She is brave and strong. She is 30, Earth years old, and also has no mate." Zara studied both women. Their bodies seemed fragile compared to Lyrian females, but there was something in their eyes, a determination, a fire that Lyrian females had lost over the centuries. "Bring them to me," Zara ordered. "But do not harm them. We need them to come willingly." Vex looked troubled. "My princess, humans do not know about alien life. They might be afraid if we simply take them." Zara waved her hand dismissively. "Then find a way to make them unafraid. Show them what we offer. The stars' eternal youth power beyond their dreams. What human could refuse such gifts?" The royal advisor Kyla stepped forward from the shadows. "Humans are not like us. My princess, they value different things. They speak of love and connection, not just power and genetics. We must understand them if we want them to join us." A human scout named Nina walked onto the bridge. She had been taken from Earth years ago and now served as a cultural interpreter between the species. She had adapted well to life among the Lyrians. Her skin now had a slight blue tinge from the treatments that extended her life. Nina bowed to the princess. "If I may speak, my princess, humans will fear you at first. Your appearance is very different from ours, but they can learn to see beyond that. I did. You must approach them carefully. Show them respect. Win their trust." Zara considered this advice. It seemed unnecessary to her. Why waste time with such things when she could simply take what she wanted? But the royal bloodline was too important to risk. She would follow the human advice. "Prepare a first contact team," Zara ordered. "Nina will lead them. Take gifts of technology and medicine. Show these humans what we offer them. Make them want to join us." Nina nodded and left to prepare the mission. She would need to be careful. Earth governments would panic if they detected alien ships, so the approach would have to be secret. Just to these 2 women. Amy Taylor was working late in her lab when the lights flickered. She looked up from her microscope, annoyed by the interruption. She needed to finish her work on the new solar panel design. Her funding would be cut if she did not show results soon. The air in the corner of the room began to shimmer. A doorway of light appeared and 3 figures stepped through. One looked human, but the other 2 were clearly not. Their blue skin and white hair marked them as something else entirely. Amy gasped and backed away, knocking over her chair. "Who are you? What are you?" Nina stepped forward, holding up her hands to show she meant no harm. "My name is Nina. These are my friends. We have come to meet you. Amy Taylor, your work has impressed us." "How do you know my name?" Amy asked, her heart racing. "How did you do that with the light? We have technology beyond what you know," Nina explained. "We come from a world circling a star you call Lyra. We have watched your work and believe you could help us solve problems similar to those you work on here." The blue-skinned female stepped forward, holding out a small device. It projected a hologram showing energy systems Amy had only dreamed about. Her scientific curiosity began to overcome her fear. "What is this?" Amy asked. Reaching toward the hologram, "A gift," said Nina. "Just a small example of what we could share with you. There is much more. But we must talk somewhere more private. Will you come with us just for a short time? We will return you safely." Amy hesitated, looking at the amazing technology floating before her, then at the alien beings watching her with those strange, purple eyes. She made her decision. Meanwhile, on a mountain in Colorado, Olivia Martinez was setting up camp for the night. She had climbed alone as she preferred. The solitude gave her time to think, to push her limits without others holding her back. Air near her tent began to glow. Olivia stood quickly, grabbing her knife. "What is happening?" A different team of Lyrians appeared with another human guide named Lisa. Lisa had also been taken years before, and now helped the aliens understand human ways. "Olivia, do not be afraid," Lisa said. "We come with an invitation." The story of first contact had begun. Amy found herself standing in a room unlike anything she had ever seen. The walls glowed with a soft blue light. The floor seemed to be made of some kind of metal, but it felt warm under her feet. There were no sharp corners anywhere. Everything curved in pleasing ways. Nina stood beside her, smiling. The other aliens had left them alone for the moment. "This is one of our small scout ships," Nina explained. "It orbits Earth, cloaked from your detection systems." Amy touched the wall, feeling it hum slightly under her fingers. "This is incredible," she whispered. "What kind of power source do you use? How do you hide from our satellites? All in good time," Nina said. "First, let me tell you why you are here. Our people, the Lyrians, are dying out. Our homeworld can no longer support us. We have spread to other planets, but our genetic diversity is failing. We need new bloodlines to strengthen us." Amy frowned. "That sounds like you want to use humans for breeding." Nina nodded. "Our royal family specifically needs new genetics. The princesses Lyra and Luna need mates. Their children will rule our 12 systems one day. They must be strong." "Wait." Amy held up her hand. "You brought me here to be some kind of royal bride." Before Nina could answer, the door curved open. Princess Zara entered the room. She was taller than the other Lyrians Amy had seen, nearly 7 feet tall. Her blue skin seemed to shimmer with its own light. Her white hair was braided with small glowing stones. Her purple eyes fixed on Amy with intensity. "This is the human you selected?" Zara asked Nina. Her voice was deeper than Amy expected. "Yes," my princess. Nina bowed. "Amy Taylor is one of Earth's finest scientists. Her work on energy systems could help us with our power problems, and her genetics show compatibility with Lyrian." DNA. Amy felt like a horse being examined at auction. She stepped back. "You can't just select humans like we're animals for breeding." Zara looked surprised by the outburst. "Is that not how your people choose mates? For genetic compatibility and social status?" "No," Amy said. "We choose partners based on love, compatibility, shared interests, mutual respect, not just genetics." Zara seemed puzzled. "This love concept intrigues me. Nina has explained it, but I do not fully understand. Why would emotions matter more than practical concerns?" Amy shook her head. "Where I come from, we don't arrange marriages, especially not with aliens." Nina touched Amy's arm gently. "Please understand, this is a great honor. The royal family offers you knowledge beyond your imagination." You would have extended life access to technology that could solve Earth's problems. And yes, you would be asked to bond with one of the princesses, but you would be treated with the highest respect. You would be royal yourself. Amai sat down on what appeared to be a chair. I need time to think. This is too much. Meanwhile, in another part of the ship, Olivia Martinez was having a similar conversation with Lisa and several Lyrian scientists. They showed her maps of planets. She had never heard of mountain ranges that made Everest look like a hill. You could explore worlds no human has ever seen. Lisa told her, you could climb mountains under alien suns, swim in oceans of different colors. You would never run out of new places to discover. Olivia studied the holographic maps with fascination. I admit that's tempting. But why me? You have courage, said one of the Lyrians. You go alone into dangerous places, you push yourself beyond normal human limits. You would pass these traits to royal children. Olivia raised an eyebrow. So that's what this is about. You want me to marry into your royal family? Lisa nodded. Princess Luna has selected you as a potential mate. She admires your spirit, your independence. These are qualities our people have lost over centuries of easy living. We need your human fire on the bridge of the ship. Princess Zara met with her daughters Lyra and Luna, were identical in appearance, both with their mother's blue skin and white hair, both tall and graceful, with the same purple eyes, but their personalities were very different. Lyra, the older by minutes, was logical and precise. She studied the file on Amy Taylor with careful attention. This human has intelligence that could benefit us. Her genetic profile is compatible. Her work on energy systems could help solve our power crisis. I approve of this selection. Luna was more impulsive. She paced around looking at the images of Olivia climbing mountains, swimming through dangerous caves, running across deserts. She has fire, this human. She does not fear challenges. She would bring strength to our line. I wish to meet her. Zara nodded. Both humans will be brought to the royal chambers, but remember, they are not like us. They have strange ideas about mating. They speak of love and choice. You must win their agreement. The twins looked at each other, puzzled. How do we win human love? Lyra asked. Nina and Lisa entered the royal chamber, bowing to the princesses. We can teach you, Nina offered, but it will take time. Humans do not make such decisions quickly. They need to know you as individuals, not just as royalty. Then we will learn, said Luna eagerly. I want to understand this human. She pointed to Olivia's image. She climbs mountains without fear. What drives her? Lisa smiled. Many things. Curiosity challenge. The desire to see what lies beyond. The same things that might make her interested in your offer. But she will need to trust you first. Back in her assigned quarters, Amy explored the technology the Lyrians had given her access to. She studied their energy systems, amazed by their efficiency. Their fusion reactors were centuries beyond Earth's best attempts. Their solar collection systems could power entire cities from units the size of her hand. If I could bring this technology back to Earth. Amy thought we could solve the climate crisis, end energy, poverty, change everything. A soft chime indicated someone at her door. Amy called out, "Come in." Princess Lyra entered alone. She had changed, from her formal robes into something simpler, though still clearly alien in design. "I am Lyra," she said. "I wish to speak with you without the formality of courtesy," studied the alien princess. She moved with a fluid grace. Her blue skin had subtle patterns that seemed to shift in the light. Despite her alien appearance, there was something beautiful about her. "You are the scientist," Lyra said. "I too study science. I have read your work on solar energy. It is impressive for your level of technology." "Thanks," I think Amy replied. "Is that supposed to be a compliment?" Lyra looked confused. "Did I offend?" "I meant only that you have accomplished much with limited resources. We could work together, share knowledge. I could show you technologies your people have not yet imagined." Amy felt her scientific curiosity stir despite her reservations. "Show me," she said. Lyra smiled, revealing teeth that were slightly sharper than human ones with pleasure. Olivia stood at the viewing window of the ship, looking down at Earth. The blue planet seemed small from this distance. She could see the curve of it, the swirl of white clouds, the vast blue oceans. It was strange to see her home this way, to know that all the people she had ever known were down there, unaware that she now stood among the stars. The door to the observation deck slid open. Princess Luna entered. She had changed from her formal attire into what appeared to be athletic wear, though, of alien design. The fabric shimmered slightly as she moved. "You like to look at your world?" Luna asked. Standing beside Olivia, "It's strange to see it like this," Olivia replied. "Like a blue marble in space. So small when you think about how big it feels when you're on it." Luna nodded. "I felt the same the first time I saw Lyria from orbit. Our worlds shape us, define us, but they can also limit us if we let them." Olivia turned to look at the princess. She was striking with her blue skin and white hair. Her eyes were the most alien part of her, large and purple with vertical pupils like a cat's. But there was intelligence in those eyes, and something else. Curiosity, perhaps. "Why me?" Olivia asked directly. "There are 7 billion people on Earth. Why choose me?" Luna smiled. "You ask direct questions. I like that you were chosen because you have qualities our people need. You explore. You take risks. You push boundaries. Our civilization has grown comfortable too. Settled. We need your human fire. And for that, I should agree to be your mate." Olivia raised an eyebrow. Luna shrugged slightly. "Not just for that. For adventure, for knowledge, for experiences. No human has ever had. I could show you worlds with 3 suns, mountains that float in the air, creatures that defy your understanding of life. Would that interest you?" Explorer Olivia could not deny that it would. The chance to see things no human ever had to go, where no one from Earth had gone before. It was tempting. "Lisa told me you climb mountains," Luna continued. "Why?" Olivia thought about it. "Because they're there, because I need to know I can, to see what others don't get to see. To push myself." Luna nodded. "Those are reasons I understand. Come with me. I want to show you something." Meanwhile, Amy was in a laboratory with Princess Lyra. The alien princess was showing her technology that seemed like magic. Advanced energy systems, quantum computers, materials that changed properties with a thought. This material can absorb solar energy with nearly perfect efficiency. Lyra explained, holding up what looked like a piece of cloth. It can then store that energy for years if needed. 1 square meter could power your home indefinitely. Amy touched the material, feeling a slight tingle as it responded. To her, "You could solve Earth's energy crisis with this." Lyra nodded. "We could. And many other problems as well. Our medical technology could cure most human diseases. Our agricultural methods could end hunger. Our environmental systems could reverse climate damage, but there must be a catch," Amy said, watching the alien's face carefully. "Nobody gives that much without wanting something substantial in return. You are perceptive," Lyra said. "There is indeed a price. We need human genetics to strengthen our royal line. The energy and spirit your species possesses. Our people have grown stagnant over thousands of years of easy living. We need renewal." Amy frowned. "So you want me to have children with you? Is that even biologically possible?" "Our scientists have confirmed compatibility," Lyra replied. "We would use genetic engineering to combine our DNA. The children would be hybrids with strengths from both species. They would lead our people to a new era." "And what about me? What happens to me in all this?" Amy asked. "You would become royal yourself," Lyra said. "You would have status, power, knowledge beyond any human. Your lifespan would be extended to match ours. Hundreds of years to pursue your research with resources you cannot imagine." Amy fell silent. Considering the offer, it was tempting. The scientific knowledge alone was worth almost anything. But to leave Earth permanently, to bear hybrid children, to become part of an alien royal family. It was too much to process on another deck. Princess Zara met with her advisors. "The humans are hesitant," she said. "They do not immediately see the honor we offer them." Nina nodded. My princess humans value choice and autonomy above all. They do not have the same respect for royalty that Lyrians do. They must be convinced, not commanded. So what do you suggest? Zara asked, clearly annoyed by the delay. Give them time. Nina said, let them explore the ship, meet the princesses, let them see what we offer without pressure. The more they learn, the more likely they are to agree. The ship scientist Vex approached with a data pad. My princess, we have detected Earth vehicles approaching our position. Their primitive sensors cannot detect us yet, but they are searching this area of space. It seems the humans noticed our brief appearance when we collected the two females. Zara frowned. How long until they find us? Their technology is primitive, Vex said, but they are persistent. Perhaps 3 Earth days at most. Then we have little time. Zara said, the princesses must convince these humans quickly. We cannot risk broader contact with Earth, not yet. Their governments would react with fear. Our mission would be compromised. Luna had taken Olivia to a special deck of the ship. It appeared to be some kind of simulation room, but far more advanced than anything on Earth. The walls, floor, and ceiling seemed to disappear, replaced by an alien landscape. Mountains rose around them, taller than any on Earth. Their peaks were not white with snow, but purple with some strange vegetation. The sky above was green with 2 suns shining down. Where is this? Olivia asked, looking around in wonder. A planet in the Andromeda system. Luna said, we call it Vexor. It has gravity twice that of Earth, mountains 3 times as tall as your Everest, and air so thin humans cannot breathe it without assistance. She smiled. But you could climb these mountains with our technology. You could be the first human to stand on a peak, on another world. Olivia reached out to touch a rock. It felt solid, though she knew it must be some kind of hologram or simulation. The detail was perfect, down to the texture of the stone and the feel of the alien wind on her face. This is just one world, Luna continued. There are thousands more, each with new challenges, new wonders. Would you give up one planet to gain thousands? Olivia looked at the alien princess. Luna was watching her with those strange purple eyes. There was eagerness there, and hope, but also something else. Something almost human. You actually care about this, don't you? Olivia said. It's not just about genetics and royal bloodlines. You want this for yourself? Too. Luna looked surprised, then nodded. I have never left our 12 systems. I have seen only worlds already explored already. Settled, I want to discover, to explore as you do. I want a partner in this, not just a genetic donor. Lyra was showing Amy the ship's power core. It was a sphere of swirling energy contained in what looked like glass, but must have been something far stronger. The light it gave off pulsed gently like a heartbeat. This single core powers our entire ship, Lyra explained. It could provide energy for your entire planet for a century, and it is one of our simpler designs. Amy stared at it, transfixed. Could spend my whole life studying just this and never fully understand it. Not with our teaching, Lyra said. Our educational methods are more efficient than yours. We could give you this knowledge in months, not decades. Amy turned to look at the alien. Princess Lyra stood tall and elegant, her blue skin almost luminous in the light from the core. Her expression was hard to read, but there seemed to be genuine interest there. You really want to share your knowledge, don't you? Amy said. It's not just about getting what you want. Lyra considered this. I enjoy science as you do. The pursuit of knowledge is valuable to me. I would welcome a partner who understands this, who shares this passion. Someone who sees problems as I do and works to solve them. Finding such a mind among my own people has been difficult. So it's not just about royal bloodlines and genetics, Amy pressed. Lyra hesitated, then admitted, no, it is not. I am required to produce heirs, that is true. But I would prefer to do so with someone. I can respect someone whose mind challenges me. The genetics are important, but so is compatibility of thought. Amy found herself warming slightly to the alien princess. Despite their differences, they shared a love of science, a curiosity about the universe that was something she had rarely found even among her colleagues on Earth. The royal chambers were more ornate than the rest of the ship. The walls were covered with a material that looked like mother of pearl, but shifted colors as Zara moved through the room. Strange plants grew in crystal containers, giving off sweet scents. The furniture was made of a material that looked like polished wood, but had a slight glow to it. Zara sat on a throne-like chair as she received the daily report from her advisors. The human females are showing interest. Vex said they are, spending time with the princesses, learning about our technology, our worlds, and do the princesses find them acceptable? Zara asked. Vex nodded. Princess Lyra finds the scientist Amy intellectually stimulating. They have spent hours discussing energy, systems, and quantum theories. Princess Luna and the explorer Olivia have used the simulation room to visit 7 different worlds. They seem to enjoy each other's company. Nina stepped forward. My princess, there is a complication. The humans miss their world. They have ties there. Friends, work, purposes. They are not ready to leave everything behind, even for what we offer. Zara frowned. This is inconvenient. The Earth vessels grow closer. We cannot remain here much longer. Perhaps we could offer a compromise. Nina suggested allow them to return to Earth occasionally to maintain their connections. Keep in contact with their world. Zara considered this. It seemed unnecessary to her. The honor of joining the royal family should be enough. But these humans were strange with their talk of love and choice. Perhaps this would help secure their agreement. Very well. Zara said they may return to Earth periodically if they agree to join us. But we need their decision soon. Prepare the binding ceremony for tomorrow. Nina looked concerned. That is very soon. My princess. Humans do not make such decisions quickly. They need time. We do not have time, Zara said sharply. Earth vessels approach. The princesses have had 2 days to convince these humans. That must be enough. On the observation deck, Amy and Olivia finally had a chance to speak privately. They had been kept separate until now, each spending time with one of the princesses. This is crazy, right? Olivia said, looking out at the stars. They want us to marry aliens, become part of their royal family, have hybrid children. Amy nodded. But have you seen their technology? It's centuries beyond ours. They could solve all of Earth's problems. Energy, food, medicine, climate change. All of it. Olivia leaned against the window. The worlds they showed me, Amy, planets. No human has ever seen mountains. Oceans, creatures we can't imagine. I could spend lifetimes exploring and never see it all. So you're considering it? Amy asked. Olivia shrugged slightly. Luna is actually not what I expected. She's curious, adventurous. She wants to explore as much as I do. She sees me as a partner, not just a breeding vessel. And you, Lyra, is brilliant, Amy admitted. We speak the same language when it comes to science. She understands things. I struggle with explains them clearly. She respects my mind, my ideas, but can we trust them? Olivia asked. They kidnapped us. Basically, Nina entered the observation deck, overhearing the last comment. We invited you, she corrected. And you came willingly. We have not forced you to stay. You can return to Earth if you wish. Amy turned to face her. But you need us for your royal bloodline. You need human genetics. Nina nodded. That is true, but it must be your choice. The princesses want willing partners, not captives. And what happens if we say no? Olivia asked. You would be returned to Earth. Nina said. Your memories of us would remain. You could tell others, though few would believe you without proof. And if we say yes? Amy pressed. The binding ceremony would take place, Nina explained. You would be joined with the princesses. You would become royal yourselves with all the privileges and responsibilities that entails. You would travel to Lyria and the other worlds in our systems. You would help, govern. You would bear children who would one day rule. Olivia frowned. Bear children. How does that even work between different species? Our genetic scientists have solved that problem. Nina said. The children would be created using elements from both parents. They would grow in artificial wombs. You would not need to physically bear them, but they would be yours in every way that matters, and we could never return to Earth. Amy asked. You could visit. Nina said. But your primary home would be with the royal family. Your lives would be extended to match Lyrian lifespans. Hundreds of years. Hundreds of years, Olivia whispered. To explore, to learn, Amy added. Nina nodded. The ceremony is planned for tomorrow. The Earth vessels approach, we cannot linger. Here you must decide soon. After Nina left, Amy and Olivia looked at each other. Tomorrow. Olivia said that so soon we need to meet both princesses. Amy decided, I need to meet Luna. You need to meet Lyra. If we're making this decision, we should know both of them. Olivia agreed. The princesses were surprised by the request but accepted. It would be unusual but perhaps helpful. Lyra met with Olivia in the simulation room. She seemed more formal than her sister, less expressive. The simulation showed a laboratory with strange equipment. This is our main research facility on Lyria, Lyra explained. Here we develop the technologies that sustain our 12 systems. Olivia walked around the lab. This is Amy's world, not mine. I'm more comfortable on a mountain than in a lab. Lyra studied her. You are different from your friend. You prefer physical challenges to mental ones. Olivia smiled. Not exactly. I enjoy using my mind, but in different ways. Solving problems in the field. Figuring out how to climb an impossible peak, finding my way through a cave system. Lyra nodded. That requires intelligence as well, but applied differently. I understand. Do you ever leave the lab? Olivia asked. Do you ever explore the worlds you study? Lyra hesitated. Rarely. My duties keep me occupied. My research is important to our people. Sounds lonely, Olivia observed. Meanwhile, Luna was showing Amy the ship's navigation system. It was unlike anything she had ever seen. A three-dimensional map of the galaxy with thousands of stars highlighted. These are the worlds we have visited, Luna explained. Only a small fraction of what's out there. Amy studied the map, fascinated. Your navigation must be incredibly advanced to travel such distances. Luna nodded with pride. Our ancestors developed the fold drive 5,000 years ago. It allows us to cross vast distances by folding space itself. Amy reached out to touch one of the glowing points. What is this world? Luna smiled. It's a water planet. Oceans cover its entire surface. Life evolved there without ever knowing land. Our scientists study the creatures there. They are unlike anything on Earth or Lyria. You enjoy exploration, don't you? Amy said, watching Luna's animated expression. Not just science for its own sake, but discovery. Luna nodded eagerly. Yes, I always have. Lyra is content in her laboratory. I want to see, touch, experience. I want to stand on new worlds. Feel alien suns on my face. You and Olivia would get along well, Amy commented. Luna looked curious. You think so? We have spoken of many worlds. She tells me of her climbs, her explorations on Earth. She has a fire I admire. Amy studied the alien princess. Despite her blue skin and strange eyes, Luna seemed almost human in her enthusiasm, her curiosity. There was a warmth to her that reminded Amy of her most adventurous friends. Back in the royal chambers, Zara received troubling news. The Earth vessels have changed course, Vex reported. They are now heading directly toward us. They have improved their sensors somehow. They will find us within hours, not days. Zara stood abruptly. Prepare to leave this system. We cannot risk discovery, not yet, but the humans have not decided. Kyla protested. The binding ceremony is set for tomorrow. Then it will happen today, Zara said. We cannot wait. The royal line must be secured. These humans are compatible. They have spent time with the princesses. They understand what we offer. If they refuse, we must find others. But we cannot remain here. Nina looked worried. Rushing them could backfire, my princess. Humans resist when they feel forced. Zara waved away her concerns. The future of our people is at stake. We do not have the luxury of human timescales. Bring them to the ceremonial chamber. Now, the ship hummed with increased activity as preparations were made. Amy and Olivia were summoned from their meetings with the princesses. Royal attendants brought formal attire, flowing garments of a material that seemed to shimmer with its own light. "What's happening?" Olivia asked as they were escorted through. "The ship the Earth vessels approach," Nina explained. "They will find us soon. We must leave this system. The ceremony has been moved forward. You must decide now. Will you join with the royal family, accept all we offer, or return to Earth?" Amy and Olivia exchanged glances. "Now," Olivia said, "we have to decide right now." Nina nodded apologetically. "I argued for more time, but the princess is firm. We cannot risk discovery by your governments, not yet. They would not understand our intentions. They would see us as threats." The ceremonial chamber was vast, larger than any room they had seen on the ship. The walls were covered with symbols that seemed to shift and change. The ceiling was transparent, showing the stars above Earth visible as a blue crescent. The floor was inlaid with patterns in metals and crystals. Princess Zara waited on a raised platform. Her formal attire was magnificent, robes that seemed woven from light itself, a crown of crystal and metal that caught the starlight. Her daughters stood beside her, both in similar but simpler attire. "The time has come," Zara announced. "The Earth vessels approach. We must leave this system. You must decide. Will you join with the royal family, accept our offer, become part of our future, or will you return to your world?" Amy and Olivia stood before the royal family, feeling small and very human in the face of such alien splendor. They looked at each other, then at the princesses. Lyra stood tall, and Amy and Olivia moved to a corner of the ceremonial chamber, speaking in hushed voices despite knowing the aliens could probably hear them anyway. "What do we do?" Olivia asked. "Everything is happening so fast." Amy took a deep breath. "I think we need to consider what we're being offered versus what we're giving up." "What do you think of Luna?" Olivia smiled slightly. "She understands me better than most humans do. She loves exploration, discovery. She has a passion for new experiences that matches my own. And Lyra, she reminds me of you, actually." Amy replied. "Brilliant, focused, driven by knowledge. We spoke for hours about science theory research. She sees patterns, connections I miss. She's fascinating, so we like them," Olivia summarized. "But that's not enough to make this decision. This is forever, Amy. Our whole lives. Everything we know. Everyone we love left behind." Amy nodded, "And yet what they offer. The knowledge, the technology. Hundreds of years to learn and discover. Worlds beyond imagination. It's tempting," Olivia admitted. "More than tempting, it's the greatest adventure possible. The chance to see things no human ever has. To go beyond Earth. To be first. That pulls at me. And for me, the science." Amy said. "The chance to understand technology centuries beyond ours. To help solve Earth's problems. With what they know, we could end poverty, hunger, climate change, disease." Their 10 minutes were nearly up. They looked across the chamber at the royal family waiting. The princesses watched them with obvious interest, Zara with impatience, Nina with concern. "We've seen only the good parts," Olivia pointed out. "They've shown us wonders, not problems. Royal life might have burdens we can't imagine. And having children," Amy added. "Hybrid children who will rule these 12 systems. What responsibility does that bring?" "The time has come," Zara announced. "Your decision must be made." Amy and Olivia walked back to stand before the royal family. They looked at each other one last time, then faced the alien princess. "I have questions." First, Amy said, her voice steady. "If we agree, what happens to Earth? What help will you provide our world?" Zara seemed surprised by the question. "That would depend on your governments. Their readiness to accept our existence. We could provide technology, knowledge, medicine. But slowly, carefully. Too much change too quickly causes chaos. And we would have a say in this," Olivia asked. "We would help decide how our world is helped." Zara nodded. "You would be royal. Your voices would matter in all decisions, including those about Earth, and we could visit home," Amy pressed. "See our friends, family." "Yes," Zara agreed, though with limits. Security would be required, but regular visits would be permitted, And what of our freedom? Olivia asked. Would we be truly partners? To the princesses or just royal consorts brought for breeding and display? Luna stepped forward before her mother could answer. You would be our equals, she said. We seek partners, not servants. We need your strength, your spirit, your different perspective. You would rule beside us, not behind us. Lyra nodded. This is truth. We offer union, not subjugation. Our worlds face challenges we cannot solve alone. We need human insight, human determination. We offer partnership. Amy and Olivia exchanged another glance. Years of friendship allowed them to communicate without words. They had both made the same decision. We accept, Amy said. We will join with the royal family. But with conditions. Zara raised an eyebrow. Conditions. We want to establish an official relationship. Between Earth and Lyria, Olivia explained. Not immediately, but eventually. A diplomatic channel. An exchange of knowledge, culture, ideas. Not just genetics. And we want to establish a scientific exchange program. Amy added. Bringing the best minds from Earth to learn from you. Taking that knowledge back to help our world. The princesses looked at their mother expectantly. Zara considered the requests. These are acceptable conditions. She finally said, they serve our interests as well as yours. A slow, careful introduction between our peoples would be wise. Then we agree. Olivia said we will join with the royal family. The ceremony began immediately. Strange music filled the chamber, played on instruments neither human had seen before. Attendants moved, around them, draping them with ceremonial garments. Light from above shifted, focusing on the central platform. Nina whispered instructions to Amy and Olivia, telling them where to stand, what to say. The ceremony was brief but solemn. Zara spoke words, in the Lyrian language which Nina translated. These humans are accepted into the royal family. They bring new blood, new spirit, new strength to our line. They join with the princesses in union. Their children will lead our people to a new era. The princesses stepped forward. Each held a small crystal that glowed with inner light. Lyra presented hers to Amy. Luna hers to Olivia. These are soul crystals. Nina explained. They record your essence, your patterns, your being. They symbolize your acceptance into the royal line. Amy took the crystal from Lyra, feeling a strange warmth spread through her fingers up her arm. It seemed to pulse in time with her heartbeat. Olivia experienced the same with Luna's crystal. The connection felt intimate, as though the crystal somehow recognized her. With this exchange, the ceremony was complete. The humans were now part of the Lyrian royal family. Zara announced, prepare for departure. We leave Earth orbit immediately. The ship hummed with power as systems engaged. The great engines powered up. The stars outside the transparent ceiling began to shift as the ship moved away from Earthamy, and Olivia stood with the princesses watching their homeworld grow smaller. I hope we made the right choice. Amy whispered. Luna took Olivia's hand. You bring hope to our people, she said. New strength, new ideas. You will not regret this choice. Lyra nodded, standing close to Amy. Together, we will build a bridge between our worlds. A future neither could achieve alone. The ship accelerated. The blue planet that had been their home shrank to a tiny dot, then vanished entirely as the fold drive engaged. Space itself seemed to bend around them. Stars blurred into lines of light. What happens now? Olivia asked as the ship entered fold space. Gear, Luna said with a smile. Now the real journey begins. Aboard an Earth vessel. A young officer reported to her captain. Captain, we've lost them. The alien ship has disappeared from our sensors. It's like it was never there. The captain frowned. Keep searching. This is the most important discovery in human history. First contact with an alien civilization. We can't lose them. Little did they know that the contact had already been made. The bridge between worlds had been established. The two humans who had gone with the Lyrians would return one day, as ambassadors, as teachers, as the link between Earth and the stars, on the Lyrian royal ship. Amy studied the stars streaming past through a viewing port. It's beautiful, she said. I never imagined he'd see. Space like this, Lyra stood beside her. The universe has many wonders I have not seen. My research kept me in laboratories. Now perhaps we will explore together. You will show me how to see with human eyes. I will show you technologies to expand your understanding in another part of the ship. Olivia and Luna were already planning expeditions to 3 different worlds Luna had never visited, each with unique environments, challenges, wonders to discover. I always wanted to go beyond, Luna confessed, to see what no Lyrian has seen, to discover, to explore, but alone it seemed impossible. Now with you, perhaps it is not. Zara watched her daughters with their human partners from a distance. She had achieved her goal. The royal line would continue strengthened by human genetics, human spirit. But something unexpected had happened as well. The princesses seemed happy, truly engaged with these strange aliens from Earth. Perhaps this human concept of love had merit after all. Perhaps emotions and choice did matter as much as genetics and duty. It was a new idea for the ancient Lyrian culture, something to consider as they traveled toward home. The ship moved through fold space, carrying its human passengers toward a new life among the stars. They had left everything they knew for the greatest adventure possible. New worlds, new knowledge, new family. They carried humanity forward, taking the first steps into a larger universe, opening the way for others to follow. One day, Earth would join the galactic community. But for now, Amy and Olivia were its only representatives, its first explorers, its pioneers among the stars. They had much to learn, much to discover, much to share, and hundreds of years to do it. The journey had only just begun.